There's a war going on outside nobody's safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. So here's how you can be of some use.
You've seen the wrath of confrontation. My vulnerability served up on a platter. You've seen my walls collapse and seen them gather.
Black people are dying, but we're also rebelling. The recent cases of uprisings, from Ferguson to Baltimore, from Black Lives Matter to I Can't Breathe, these are signs that the black communities across the globe are frustrated with the anti-blackness and structural violence targeted against them. We live in a heavily racist society. I mean, everything that our continent prides itself on was built off the backs of black people. So these uprisings are not just about police brutality, they're also about the economic and mental liberation of our people. It's about healing, it's about survival and freedom. Most of all, the destruction of these oppressive attitudes that bind us. But I mean, while it does sound fancy and simple to say, how do we work together in achieving this? Understand how anti-blackness manifests itself, not just through the media, but also through our judicial system. Anti-blackness is a system of oppression that heavily targets black bodies. Look around you. The mass incarceration of black people, the heavier charges for the same offenses committed by white people, the mass genocide of black bodies. So understanding the ways that our society was set up to operate against black people, against black communities, then we can begin to unlearn oppressive attitudes and politics that heavily set ourselves against liberation. The media loves to play on black stereotypes. It's easy to derail and dismiss a cause when you think of its people as nothing more but rioters and thugs and opportunists. First of all, these narratives help to reinforce the idea that black people are inherently violent. Secondly, it completely dismisses the fact that, hey, Starbucks is an indicator of gentrification. McDonald's actively targets low-income communities. So in other words, if you're helping to destroy my people and my community, why should I care about you? Now, you've probably seen the articles, mom beats son in the streets for rioting, parents encourage son to turn himself in after being in a protest. Respectability runs deep as hell, especially within our own communities. But let's make one thing clear. Whether I'm violent or not, it doesn't negate racism. In fact, black people are more likely to be targets of racism if they are nonviolent or if they have high self-esteem. Our communities are uprising because there's been a long history of anti-black violence perpetuated against them, and there has not been a substantial change in people's behaviors or attitudes. What we have to recognize is that this pain runs deep, and whether it's violent or not, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's completely justified. And last of all I gotta say is keep fighting. It's a long and arduous process, and you're most likely not going to see the positive impact of it immediately. As someone recently told me, this is an intergenerational war. And what we're doing is we're fighting for our future communities. We're fighting so that they can take up the mantle and push forward with. We're fighting for a better future. It's a long and a really, really thankless process, but it's definitely a much needed one. So hopefully you have a better idea of what's going on and why it's happening. And hopefully you want to support the cause. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and comment below. Even if you didn't like it, subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with what's going on. Also, we have another video coming out next week, Tuesday at 6 p.m. So please look forward to that. And please remember, most of all, that there's a reason why we're angry. And what we're asking for is a little compassion. This is Arden coming to you from Interlude. I'll see you soon.